Okay, here we're going to be looking at the upper limbs of the body and to provide you some information and some comparisons between those bones in particular. So first off, those upper limb region, what do they consist of? Well, they consist of about 30 bones in 3 regions: your arm or shoulder to elbow, your forearm, your ulna, and your radius, and your wrist and your hand. The upper limbs consist of the humerus, which is that upper arm portion here, radius and ulna in the forearm. You have 8 bones inside your carpals, 5 bones in your metacarpals, and 14 bones in your phalanges. You can kind of see them listed here in this image as well. Now we have the humerus, which is a bone of the upper arm. We're talking right in this region here. It runs from the shoulder to the elbow. Proximally, it articulates with the scapula from the shoulder joint, and distally articulates with the radius and ulna at the elbow joint. You can again see that here, and it's highlighted in red in this image. Now looking specifically at the forearm, contains those 2 bones. Looking over here would be the ulna and the radius. So a lot of people confuse these two, so hopefully I'll be able to provide some clarification. Now the radius and the ulna, they extend parallel from the elbow, where they articulate with the humerus and the wrist. So take the humerus and the wrist. The radius is larger than the ulna. So that's kind of like your big take-home message of the radius being larger than the ulna. And that's try to put it here in bold and small. And you can see them listed right here. And this might be a little hard to tell, but I think here you can kind of see radius compared to the ulna. Anatomically, the radius is located laterally to the ulna, placing it near the thumb. You can see that here. So the radius, if you're looking at your hand, radius would be located near your thumb, and the ulna would be on the other side. Anatomically, the ulna is located medially to the radius, placing it near the little finger. Again, so your radius would be closer to your thumb, and your ulna would be located closer to your pinky finger. So now looking at pronation and supination. So pronation in the forearm is the rotational movement where the hand and upper arm are turned inwards. So if we're looking here, this is where you can, because if you hold your hand here, you can feel that a bone is moving, and that is basically the radius rolling over the ulna. Supination is the forearm occurring when the forearm and palm are rotated outwards. That's kind of like exposing the palm when both bones are essentially parallel to one another. It's considered to be the standard position. So if you ever see an image of anyone, their palms are usually facing out because that keeps the bones parallel, and that's considered the standard position.